In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the forwarding part of your domain name that you've registered on InfoReady.net. You may already be logged in if you just purchased your domain, but for the purposes of this video, I want to assume that you're logging in. So if you're just coming to InfoReady.net, ready to do this part, then you put in your username and password that you selected during the first part, and then you hit go. You'll notice that it says welcome and your name, log out, account manager. Then you click on domain manager. Then you click on your domain name. It might be the only one in the account, depending on if you've created more. Now the first thing you'll want to do is under forwarding here, you click on manage, and it'll say by default it's forwarding off. I have it turned on right now, but by default it's forwarding off. So you'll click on it, and then you put a checkbox here where it says enable forwarding. You put a check in that checkbox, it'll be unchecked by default. And then you put in a web address for the main domain that you want to forward to. So in other words, if you have a main site that you forward to, you do that, or your favorite social networking site profile page, you would forward to that. But this is, if someone types in www.yourdomain.com, in this case www.justinmcwhorter.info, what comes up, and that's what we're doing here with the masking. And then you click OK. And then you scroll down, and it says subdomains. So you'll notice I've already added Twitter. So we're going to add a new subdomain so you can see what it looks like here. And so twitter.justinmcwhorter.info goes to my Twitter page. And now I'll show you how to do Facebook. And these are all the same, basically. You have enable forwarding in the subdomain, which is what comes before .yourdomain.com or .info or whatever. So if I put in Facebook, it's going to be facebook.justinmcwhorter.info. And then we want the web address, the full URL for the where we want that to forward to. So if I go over to my Facebook account, and what I've done here is I've gone to my profile page. I logged out of Facebook and went to facebook.com/ in this case JustinFM. That's my URL for my Facebook account. When in doubt, you just search for it. See, that's what I did. I searched for it on Google, Justin McWhorter Facebook, and then it comes up with your profile page. And you highlight that whole part at the address. It starts with HTTP. You highlight the whole part, right click, and choose copy. Now if we go back to the domain manager, we can paste that. Just right click and choose paste right in there, and that way we're sure it's exactly right. The other thing is that you want to have this marked at 301, moved permanently. And then you go ahead and click OK. And now Facebook is set up as one of the, you click OK again. And just to make a note, all of these changes that we're making, they take a little while, maybe even a few hours before they take effect. So don't be worried if it's not immediately apparent that these changes are taking effect. We go back, we have Facebook and Twitter. As you can see, you can have up to 90 subdomains. I can't imagine why you need 90, but that's how many you can have. And we're going to go ahead and add LinkedIn next. Add. Again, this is a subdomain, and this is up to you. You don't have to use the site name, so I'm automatically going to use LinkedIn, but you could also use in.yourdomain.com, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to forward it. If we go back to this is my profile on LinkedIn, and then I highlight the whole address and right click and choose copy. Go back to the domain manager, right click, paste, mark this as 301, click OK. It'll give me a warning that says it may take a few minutes. And I'm going to click OK again. And that's how you set up a domain, easily set up a domain so that it can manage multiple accounts so that you only have to remember one domain. Now, if you want to give someone your Twitter address, instead of having to remember the username, which are getting more and more complicated as more and more people use Twitter, so it could be, in my case, it might be Justin McCorder 1869 or something, and so instead of having to remember that whole long sequence, then you can just send them to your own domain name, and that's how this works. You give it a few hours and test out the domain names, make sure they're all working, and you're all set. Thanks.